All right, so we're gonna cover how to do a front squat with a barbell, and if you don't have access to a barbell, with dumbbell and resistance band, but ultimately the motion will be exactly the same. So I'm gonna demonstrate it with the barbell. I'm gonna explain the things that you need to focus on. So a front squat is basically where you're gonna be taking a squat from the front instead of the back. So actually, let me just show you guys this. So one of the things you wanna keep in mind when you're doing a front squat is you want the barbell to be sitting right above your neck here, over your chest, and right over this part of the shoulder, right? So you basically want the bar to be sitting across here. So much so that the bar you could technically hold the bar there without having to hold the bar. So we're gonna go under, make sure that we are even on each side, so we can look at the little lines here. We're gonna put our hands across our arms, or we can hold on to the bar if we want to. And because we are under the bar, we are going to stand right up, right? That's gonna allow us to unrack the weight. Now, you can notice that I don't need my hands. The bar is holding there, right? Now, if you're just getting started, I recommend that you hold on to the bar. But I'm gonna show a few examples of what it should look like once you've mastered the movement a little bit better. So feet shoulder width apart, exact same thing as a squat. You're going to sit your butt down. Now, once you sit your butt down, if you have the wrong positioning, the weight's gonna roll off of your shoulder, all right? So that's what we don't want. So what we want is that when we are at the bottom, we drive our elbows slightly higher so that the bar doesn't roll off, or we don't have to hold it with our hand, because if we're holding it with our hand, that means that there's more tension on our lower back, which reminds me, contract your core, drive your belly button in, do a Kegel. All right, so once you're here in a position, you're gonna sit your butt down, drive your knees on the outside, same thing as a squat. Once you're down to about 90 degrees, you notice that I don't need to hold the bar for it to stay there. You're simply going to squat up, all right? You wanna have your arms slightly higher so that the barbell doesn't roll off. We get another one, for example, feet slightly pointed on the outwards, knees driving on the outwards, sit, 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 90 degrees, and up, squeeze the butt cheeks, all right? When you're ready to rack in, hit the back of it, bring it down. So that's basically how you do a front squat with a barbell. So here's how you do a front squat with the dumbbells. Same thing, you wanna bring the dumbbells on top of your shoulders here. Same motion, squat, you're gonna be squatting position, toes slightly on the outside, knees are gonna be driving on the outside, like this. Sit down to 90 degrees and stand right back up, right? If you're doing it properly, you won't necessarily have to hold the weights when you're at the bottom here, right? So you don't want to be down here and be like this, because then you gotta hold all the weight with your arms and ultimately your lower back. You wanna be sitting upright like this so that there's no really ease of the bar rolling off of your shoulder, and you squat right back up, all right? So that's how you do a front squat with a barbell and a dumbbell. Resistance band is the exact same motion. Whew, I'm out of breath. You're gonna have your feet on each side of the band. You're gonna bring them up to your shoulder from the front, and the exact same motion. Down and up, right? Just have your feet and to anchor it to create that resistance.